to go till the Olympics start, of course, with that amazing opening ceremony that we're all looking forward to in a week's time. Now, the South tonight says goodbye to a total of 9 days of Olympic torch celebrations. It's Surrey's job to see the torch safely away from our region into London tonight, and it's on its way to Stoke Park in Guildford. Tony Husband, we can join him now. What a night. It's sunny, it's gorgeous, lots of people and a huge, wonderful atmosphere, I would think, amongst the crowd as they await the lighting of the cauldron.
Yes, Sally, it's a wonderful atmosphere at Stoke Park tonight here in Guildford. 25,000 people are going to be inside to see the cauldron lit, hopefully before 7 o'clock. It's running about a couple of minutes behind at the moment, but we've got a wonderful story about our final torchbearer, which I'll bring you in a moment or so. But we are now 7 days away from the eyes of the sporting world being fixed on London. They'll look to Dorney at moments too for the rowing. They'll also, of course, watch the sailing down at Weymouth and Portland at the National Sailing Academy. Tonight, though, Guildford is very much the gateway to London. This is day 63 of this remarkable Olympic torch relay, this relay which has taken the imagination of the country. They really have run with it. We've had some wonderful stories along the way, and 25,000 people here at Stoke Park tonight are gathering on what is a beautiful, sunny summer evening to enjoy Austin Playfoot, the final torchbearer, who will make his way into Stoke Park shortly, and he'll run up to the stage, and of course he'll light the cauldron, that moment that we've enjoyed seeing so much over the last week or so here on South Today. Well, a wonderful atmosphere building here tonight, and Austin is going to be with the torch shortly. But really what has struck me over the last couple of weeks as we've followed the torch right through the area has been the personalities, the stories behind many of these people who've got their moment to carry this three-sided torch and have their special stage. Going to meet another couple of them tonight. Dan Eley was running with the torch only about half an hour or so ago. He was actually going to be passing it over to Roger Black, the former Olympic silver medalist. Well, Dan, a couple of years ago, was paralysed from the chest down after a diving accident. Nevertheless, he's fought back from that adversity. He's even set up his own charity. He had the torch this afternoon, and before that stint, he met Danielle Glavin to give her his view of the day ahead.
The T-shirts show that today's about Dan Eley, but he doesn't see it that way. He sees it as a chance to thank everyone who's helped him since his accident. But now the tracksuit's on, he's getting excited.
I love it, actually, now that it's on me. When I saw it on TV on other people, I wasn't sure of it, but now, you know, to wear it feels great. It feels really cool to wear it. I have to say, I really like it.
Dan broke his neck in a diving accident in Colombia in 2010. His family and friends had to start an appeal to fly him home. Since then, he's fundraised for spinal research and for street children in Colombia. It's taken determination and guts, and that's why he was nominated.
I've sort of kept myself shielded from it all, but people have been telling me about the excitement in town, and this is the town where I was born and grew up, so I know a lot of people, and I think it's going to be something totally unique, and it's something amazing. I'm very privileged.
He hopes people from across the world who've helped him since the accident will see him with the torch today and smile. Danielle Glavin, BBC South Today in Godalming.
Well, Dan's big moment came in Godalming a short time ago. Let's take a look at his little moment with the torch. It was Godalming High Street, and Dan Eley really, really loving what he saw. And again, just look at the crowds out there. Absolutely fantastic. Dan Eley there. Well, the man who's actually going to light the cauldron tonight is very close to receiving it, about a mile or so away from me at the moment. And this is an incredible story. We're going to tell you now about Austin Playfoot. Now, 64 years ago, he was one of only 76 torchbearers for the 1948 Games. The torch relay then, a much shorter affair around the south. He was then a budding athlete, but since he's given his life to athletics, tonight, in front of this 25,000 crowd, he's going to light the cauldron. David Allard's been to meet him.
Reliving a moment of pride from more than half a century ago.
Wonderful, exciting memories. All the crowd so way cheering, you know, and charging off down there with a whole cavalcade of people following me. Wonderful feeling, yeah.
Middle distance runner Austin Playfoot was just 18 when he carried the torch from the Horse and Groom pub in Merrow to the centre of Guildford, but he nearly missed out.
I was called up to my national service, and the instructor wasn't very keen on me leaving the squad. He thought I would be doing my training, not running around the streets of Guildford with a torch. But I managed to get home eventually.
And Austin's memories of that 2-mile leg are vivid.
And as I got nearer Guildford, so the crowds increased and they converged on the road. The motorcyclists gave up, they couldn't get through. And I just forced my way through with the old torch, as you can see the pictures, all the smoke belching up.
Austin was one of 76 torchbearers in 1948. Today, after a lifetime's dedication to athletics as a runner and a track judge, he becomes the second member of a unique club, the Torchbearers of 48 and 2012.
They always say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Well, in my case, it has, hasn't it? I'm probably old fool, I suppose, really, but I think I should be very emotional. I timed out. Stupid, isn't it? But I can see it coming off. But I'm not ashamed of that. Oh.
82 years young, Austin Playfoot, and he has got the torch, and I think that might be him in the distance there as we look down on our camera. He's making his way down that corridor, which is absolutely packed here tonight. And you wouldn't begrudge him just enjoying it, although I think he's going to try and have a little trot part of the way as well. The crowds here in Stoke Park arrived early to get their vantage point as our last torchbearer of the day, Austin Playfoot, makes his way into the park. 105.24 miles we've done today. Started over in Maidstone in Kent. It was at Brands Hatch Motor Circuit at one point as well. And number 140, torchbearer 140, Austin Playfoot, brings it now into Stoke Park. We're very close to the centre of Guildford. A gorgeous sunny evening, as you can see. And Austin is going to have to make his way down through that corridor. I will let you know at this point, just in case he doesn't make it, that we will bring you his cauldron lighting ceremony at 10:25. But Austin's making a fairly good step at the moment as he makes his way through the crowd, holding that torch nice and high. He really has given a lifetime to athletics. We talked before about how he was nominated by Godalming and District Athletics Club back in 1948, some 64 years ago, and he carried that flame on the 29th of July, 1948. He is the only torchbearer from that year's relay who will actually light the cauldron tonight. He's been involved in officiating at local athletics meetings for 4 decades now, and he was Guildford and Godalming Athletics Club president for more than 2 decades. 22 years he actually did. And here he is coming through the crowd. Austin Playfoot, and a good way for everyone as well. Just 7 days to go. 7 days from now we're going to be in Weymouth as we prepare for the sailing events at the Olympics. But this relay has been what has galvanised the nation, what has got everybody behind the Olympics, it seems. Certainly when you judge by the numbers that have come out for this. More than 20,000 people inside Stoke Park tonight, which is recovered very well, by the way, from Guildfest, which was here last weekend. And Austin now closing in on the stage. Quite a crowd up there waiting for him as well. He's going to have a little run. Come on, Austin, get up there for us, won't you? He's going to have a run. The last leg. Wonderful scenes. That torch, three-sided, to represent the Olympic motto, faster, higher, stronger. Well, tonight, Austin Playfoot is going to light up Guildford. Well, the crowd's gathering. A wonderful scene. They're charging across the field here to see him. I'm not sure he's going to quite make the cauldron for us tonight, but I tell you what, we've enjoyed following his path up there. And at 10:25 in our update, we will bring you that magic moment here in Guildford in Surrey as we send the torch off to London ahead of the biggest sporting event any of us will have ever seen. Austin Playfoot's moment tonight in Guildford. He's going for gold here. It's next stop London. At 10:25, you'll see his magic moment. But from Guildford, it's good night.